Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer, bringing you week 6 of LDL, the off-season. Your Chicago Charizards taking on, this is actually Spartan and his Victorville Victini, not the Cornish Corefish. This is post-commented, obviously. I got a little hot under the collar while I was playing this game, and I kind of ripped into Spartan a little bit. Ripped into myself, just got super pissy about how the game went, and so I said, nope, this video is not going up in the current format. I am going to post-com and do it all over again. So this is before I had Spartan's logo. I have made that commitment. I said it a while back. I am not uploading videos when I get salty. I know I have uploaded a few where I start to get a little salty, but I raged super hard in this video, and then I also raged super hard in my playoff match versus, I think it was Dave. I lost him earlier in the season, so, yeah. We're just going to run through this and not have that salty stuff see the light. So, obviously, if you guys can't tell, I lost this week, so obviously because I'm post-comming it, so spoilers, but hopefully you'll watch and enjoy it. So I'm actually going to skip ahead to where Spartan and I got connected. There we go, the Victorville Victini. I had Expert Belt Drill. I believe I was Sand Rush. Yes, I was Sand Rush, because we had a sand matchup. It was a matchup of sands. I had Scarfalele, I had Banded Cinderace, I had Cottony with Focus Sash plus, I want to say Stun Spore and a couple of other moves, I don't remember. I had Life Orb, Sandrush, Zolt, and I had Spexed Blastoise. So, I thought he was bringing his Sand. I was wrong. He brought Torn, Thundurus, he brought Torn, Raikou, and Musharna, which I did not expect. And this is where I started to get super salty. Well, no, this isn't where I got super salty. I decided to lead Cottony and Cinderace to try and taunt, and then Cinderace just to go big. I brought Blastoise in the back and Lele in the back as well for this match. So, jump forward 30 seconds. And Spartan ends up leading Dracovish and Tornadus, and so this is immediately where I was like, okay, he's gonna try and go for, oh, I was Charmed, that's what I was. I was Charmed to lower the Cinderace, or the Vish. I was Charmed, Stun Spore, yada yada yada. I knew he was gonna try and taunt me with Tornadus, and that's, I think you'll see me start messing around here and thinking about, I need to go back and stop that taunt. And then I switch into Lele, and just completely spacing on the taunt. He switched out Vish, going into Raikou, and then I went into Blastoise. And when Raikou came out, I was like, well, or Lele. When Raikou came out, I was like, well, I'm kind of fucked here. Psychic Surge actually blocked both our pranksters, which was funny. That we managed, or I managed to knock out both our pranksters. Psychic Terrain, I Stun Spored, Psychic Terrain. So it was basically a wasted turn. We just started all over again. I swapped out Cottony to bring Cinderace back in, and I went for Dazzling Gleam to try and get as much damage off as I could. I forgot that in Gen 8, Raikou gets Scald, and you'll see that's going to come back to bite me in the ass here very, very shortly. And it's between Game 1 and Game 2 where I lost my absolute mind. We didn't even have to play the third game. He beat me both times. I wanted to play the third game because I was hoping, you know, maybe I can get a win out of it and help my win-loss, and I lost all 3 games back to back to back. But between 2 and 3, or 1 and 2, I raged really hard. Between 2 and 3 is where I was like, okay, I can't upload this because of what I'm saying right now, because I just ripped into Spartan. And Spartan, I apologize for that. I was just really salty about LDL's rules, and that's something that I've brought up with Jet, and I will be saying in every video, because of this shit right here. Tailwind. My team is super susceptible to Trick Room, and super susceptible to Tailwind. Those two things combined just screw me. And I tried to make transactions. And you're gonna see here, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna Dynamax. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of fucked, aren't I? Once Scald comes off. I tried to make transactions after I played Week 4, before I played my Week 5 match. I tried to make a transaction, but because I played my Week 4 game and Week 4 was the deadline, I was technically in Week 5, even though Week 4 still had 3 days to go when I made the transactions. And they blocked, Spartan, who was commissioning this, blocked my transactions when I went and picked up Stack Attack and Klefki. Because Klefki was going to give me screens to try and protect me from taking too much damage while Tailwind was up. There was also Taunt and some other shenanigans. And I went to pick up Stack Attacka because I needed something super slow in Trick Room and that would not get beat by Glastrier, because that was the problem I had the week before, or 2 weeks before, was I got beat by Glastrier, and I was worried about what happens if I run into another Trick Room team, especially if I run into Trick Room in playoffs. Luckily, Lele avoided the attack of the Hurricane, but then right here I was like, well, shit. It does 50% to me. And this is gonna hurt. And I don't remember if I Powerballed or if I went for a different attack. I didn't kill the Tornado. No, I did Max Flare to put up Sun. So. But it doesn't... Well, actually it does matter, because the Sun would save me. So that was the right play there. But yeah, Raikou having Scald just borked me. And so I went for a Max Knuckle to try and get my type change, knowing I'd kill Tornadus here. The only problem was the Vish in the back, and as it turns out, the Vish was Scarfed, I found out. And I was like, well, great. I don't know what's going to happen here now. But it was Taunt, Tailwind, Hurricane. I think that was it. I think it was mono-attacking Torn. I don't remember if I ever saw its fourth move or not. This has been a couple of weeks since... Oh, yeah, it was Rain Dance, because he prankster Rain Danced, and as soon as that happened, I was like, well, I'm fucked. There goes Cinderace. Isn't how he's got Scald boosted. No, he went for a Max Mindstorm, and I think Cinderace lived. Yes, Cinderace did live the Max Mindstorm, but it was a great prediction on his part because I ended up changing Cinderace into a fighting type at that point. When I really, really needed to change Cinderace into a Steel type. Had I Iron-Headed there and boosted my defense, it wouldn't have mattered, but I at least would have been a Steel type, resisted the Water type hit, resisted the other hit, because I wasn't killing the Raikou with that, which sucked. But it was, I at least had one down, so I was thinking, okay, I might be okay. Then Vish comes in. Vish is going to Fishious Rend and kill Lele, because he still has Tailwind up. Raikou's going to kill Cinderace. Well, no, Raikou's going to kill... Yeah, he's got one turn left. Raikou's going to kill Lele. Vish is going to kill Cinderace. Vish is actually going to kill... Yeah, Vish is going to kill Cinderace, because I don't switch here. Actually, max Airstream. I didn't have Iron Head. I needed to max Airstream. That's what I needed to do. The previous turn. If I'd max Airstreamed, I would have been a Flying type, but it wouldn't have mattered because Cinderace was going to die to the Vish either way. So, but yeah, this game did not go well. Hits the Thunder. Spartan just outclassed me completely on this one, and I really, really wish I'd been able to make the change and gotten Klefki, because I would have had dual screens out up right now. But there's Blastoise. I tried to switch to Cinderace because I was so frustrated at this time. Blastoise wasn't living a Thunder, and Cottony was going to get taken down to Sash, so... I was kind of screwed either way. This is where I found out... No, this is not where I found out. Just Dazzling Gleam, you dunce. I stuns. Why did I stun Sport? I don't remember why I stun Sport. Oh, yeah, I had Psychic Terrain up. So that... the terrain was still up. So that was my bad. That was an oopsie. Yeah, because Blastoise is going to die to this either way. Yep, yeet. And then I was just so stupid. I should have Dazzling Gleamed. Had I Dazzling Gleamed, I probably would have taken the Vish. I would have taken the Vish below half, and I would have killed Raikou on the Dazzling Gleam. I don't know what his Mon in the back was. But I would have definitely taken the Vish down to half. I would have killed Raikou, seen what his other one was. I could have charmed the Vish on that turn, not died to the Fishious Run. And then, yeah, I would have died anyways. Yeah, I was going to lose that one, but I wouldn't have lost 3-0. I would have lost 2-0, so... Okay, so I'm scrambling at this point. I'm like, how do I beat this thing? And there's a key Mon, which I know the green bar is. Hang on. Sorry, that was dinner arriving. My dog freaked out when somebody knocked on the door. So anyways, I was tilted. I was a little pissed. I was trying to think, how do I win this? Because now I gotta win 2 straight. I think I have to bring Drill, but then I was like, Scald. Do I max Blastoise? Like, what do I do? I kind of just lose to this Raikou. I really wish I had redone this Dracozolt. If I had Dracozolt as Volt Absorb, I would have been just fine. I could have led Dracozolt Blastoise as Volt Absorb and just gone in. But no, I should have been Volt Absorb, but I didn't. I didn't even think Raikou was coming. I mean, you see me do the lead right there. I bring Lele and I bring Cinderace, I think. I might have brought Drill. No, I didn't even bring Drill. But you see me do it right there, and I'm like, if only I was Volt Absorb, you know? Volt Absorb plus Choice Scarf, I would have been able to counter him barring a Tailwind. Which, again, I was still really salty about the whole Tailwind situation, because I didn't have Klefki. But it is what it is. I'm going to stop bitching about not having Klefki. I really think that if we replayed this week and my playoff match with me having Klefki and Stakataka, I might have beat Spartan. Not going to say for sure, but I might have beat Spartan. I definitely would have beaten... and see, like, this is the perfect lead right here. I had him beat. If I was just Volt Absorb because I high horsepower the Raikou, which is what I do, and then I max and I Ice Beam the Tornadus and he can't hit me. I had this set up, I just had the wrong ability on my Zolt. Because I really thought he was going to bring Sand. Obviously he Dynamaxed his first turn. I mean, I couldn't beat the Raikou the first time. Well, it's to say I'm going to beat the Raikou the second time. But I know... So, sorry, I got jumped there. I know that my playoff match, and I'll talk about it more in my playoff match, had I had Stakataka, I win that game, so... Because I had 3 transactions still for the season. I would have used 2 of them. and I would have switched one of my Dynamax captains. I would have probably switched Jarell over to Stacka for the rest of the season. But shit happens. I can't be too upset about it. It's over with at this point. So there's Tailwind. We saw that coming. Max Lightning. Saw that coming. High horsepower does a good chunk to the Raikou. And then I find out its weakness policy Raikou. So now I'm just like, well, I am royally fucked. He beats me. Straight up beats me. That was a fantastic bring by Spartan. I couldn't believe it. And Tornadus doesn't get buffeted by hail. And at that point, I'm like, what the hell? I was like, oh no, he's safety goggles. And I'm like, what do I even do here? I switched in Lele for Blastoise to be basically useless. But at this point, I was so tilted I couldn't tell you which way was right and which way was left. Lele goes down like a sack. Sorry, I'm eating my pizza. Lele went down like a sack of bricks. Zolt's gonna take out Tornadus, the bane of my frickin' existence. And then Raikou's just gonna clean this game up. Blastoise is gonna die. Cinderace is gonna die. He brought in his Machamp, but I knew I wasn't living any hit, so I was dying no matter what was gonna happen here. Missed the attack, there we go. Just let it play, dum-dum. Max Mindstorms, which at +2 automatically is going to kill Dracozolt. The Champ's going to get to fire off a massive hit because of Tailwind and kill Blastoise. And then Cinderace is going to come in and take a Rain Boosted Scald to the face. So, we did play game 3. I'm just gonna speed through that one. I brought... What did I even bring? Brought Blastoise, Drill, Cinderace, and Zolt. And he leads Machamp, Tornadus. He does... I mean, he's gonna go for the Tailwind. No, he didn't go for Tailwind. He switched into... No, I killed the Tornadus. So yeah, he does, what did he... Oh, he rained... No, what did he do? I don't remember what he did turn 1. When I switched out Excadrill, what did he do? With his Torn. I don't remember what he did with his Torn. Because he maxed Machop, or Machamp. And he tailwinded, yeah, because I had no answer to tailwind. And he G-Max Chi-striked into the Excadrill. Or no, he G-Max Chi-striked into Dracozolt. I went ahead and Bolt Beaked. And took out the Tornadus. So that was down, so I didn't have as much problem with it. I think I maxed here was the next. Blastoise max, Zolt came in. No, Musharna came in. When did Musharna come in? I don't remember why Musharna came in. Was it the Trick Room? All I know is I maxed and I went for G-Max Cannon Clade, and I wanted that Machop dead. And I clicked Outrage, praying for it to hit Musharna. Or praying for it to hit Machamp. I don't remember how this one ended. I was so angry at this point that I don't remember how Game 3 ended other than the fact that I lost. Although I think I lost closer than I had previously. Because he Chi-striked for a Helping Hand crit on Blastoise, and it didn't kill Blastoise. I don't think he got the crit either. I don't remember what happened, how he didn't get the crit. Ended up hitting Musharna with the Hydro, or with the Outrage. But Cannon Clade's gonna do a lot of damage here. Oh, I think afterwards I realized he was Assault Vested Machamp, because that did way too little damage to him. And Musharna was in range of a second Outrage if I hit it. G-Max Blastoide's Conclave effect is just so good. Charizard and Venusaur as well. I go for the max Steel Spike, trying to get my defense up, even though it doesn't matter when I'm facing Crit Champ. I don't know why. Why didn't I just Conclave again? I don't honestly know why I didn't just G-Max Conclave again. I think I was just so pissed. I was like, I gotta get my defense up so I can live a hit. Vish came out. Oh yeah, it was so I could live a hit from Vish if it was in the back. He goes for Max Quake, boosting Spadef, taking out Zolt. I think he thought I was Scarf. No, he knew I was Liquor. I don't know what he was thinking. I do get the defense rise with this, though. Did I go for Ice or Cannon Clade on this last turn of G-Max? Because his thing's gonna shrink, and I brought in Cinderace just to have it die to Vish. Because I was stupid and brought Cinderace in against the Vish when I should have brought in Drill, because Drill served me no purpose. I Cannon Clade, and I went into the Machamp. No, I Hailstormed. Okay, I Hailstormed into the Vish. I switched in Drill and sacked it, because I think that's when I realized he still had a couple of turns of Tailwind up, because I didn't know that it was Scarf Vish at this point. I was thinking it was banded because of the Tailwind situation, but it was Scarf just to guarantee. Right, and you got the crit on the knockoff. And the Vish lived the hit too, which really surprised me. I wasn't sure how that had lived that hit. That's why I switched out Cinderace, was to give my Tailwind a chance, or give Tailwind a chance to peter out. At this point, I really thought it was Banded Vish. So I thought maybe I would be able to kill the Vish with Banded Zant Headbutt, but then it hit me here, and I'm like, oh, it's Scarf, okay. And then I knew I lost at that point. Because I couldn't beat both Musharna and Vish. Especially as low as I was, and then he close combat and crit through my defense. He got the crit. He got both his crits when they mattered the most, so... And then you can see I quickly outroed, so... I was a little fuming, so... With all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time, and this will serve as the outro.